I will step back and let him lead the way. No, this is not about possession. Well, in a way, but not in the way most people think of possession. You're not letting your soul step back so some other soul can come in and lead the way or take over your body. It is so interesting to see all these beautiful questions come up about how the ego is so desperately trying to fend for its life when it comes to practices such as A Course in Miracles. There's always something to justify running away from it. There's always something there to say, oh no, I ain't have nothing to do with this. Beep. Yeah, I'm out of here, right? And so this is, I do get that question a lot regarding this question. Well, I have. And no, this is not in that fashion. That, in fact, as it states that the world is an illusion, your personality is an illusion, and that those who come here want to believe illusions about themselves and not the reality of themselves. We like to think that when we see in the horror movies about possession that I mean, they're blown out of proportion, but essentially we think that the person's been taken over by some other demon of some sort and not there. And it's not true that they're there as much as they were before. Now, of course, talking about possession, it sounds like it's going to be some negative, gross, destructive, evil, demonic thing. And it's not. So let's get out of the possession, please. Let's get out of the possession idea. But in the sense of what is taking over is who you are, but without illusions. Okay? So who you are without illusions in the world will look like who you are, will act like who you are, but who you actually are will be there. So we have definitions also, like of people, and we say, oh no, that wasn't them. They were acting so different, and like there's something taken over them, and and it's not that it's taken over, it's that they've been freed. It's like we're possessed right now with illusions. We're possessed with making ourselves little, making ourselves suffer. We're possessed by pain. We're possessed by bodies right now. Most of you out there are zombies, and you are possessed by physical awareness. That's what the possession is. So you think it's crazy to see somebody breaking physical laws, walking up walls and flying around. You never see that. Oh, that would scare the crap out of you, because you want to see it a specific way in your physical reality. Think about the people that recognize their own. Think about the people that are awakened and see all these zombies. I mean, it's a horror story all over the place. Zombies everywhere. That I love that line. That more serene and crisp and clear and whatever it might be that it said. And those who also walk that way will recognize their own. And those who have yet to recognize themselves, botching it, will also believe they see that person as they were. And you get this all the time, because you're naturally just reflecting whatever is around you. You're being whoever is and whatever is in your presence. And so as much as you think, oh, I'm just going to be a nice holy man, no, you're going to be whatever is reflecting. So anybody in your presence, you're going to be one with them, because you're not inhibited on what you are. You're not defined on who you are. You instead are allowing what is to be said, what is to be done. And it's for those people, seemingly, around you that need inspiration. So in that same sense, recognize that everybody's going to see you when you're in this fashion, not as some holy person, but in fact at the same level as them, if not lower, because they see themselves in you. They see themselves in you, and that's the great thing is that it's surprising when you come up with, this, they see me as this, and then you just throw a little hint, a little crazy words of inspiration, and then it's just like, what? Wait, there's more to this person, and there's more to reality than I was aware. And it just lingers, and it plants seeds, and it gets in there, and the Spirit speaks. And it's essentially you're training and allowing this to happen all the time. So this is one reason I always will tell you that I highly recommend that you're blogging, that you're writing, that you're somehow podcasting, you're recording, you're teaching, whatever it might be you're inspired to do, somehow doing courses or anything, either with me or anybody else or yourself, and allowing Spirit to speak, to step aside. Learn what that means in your mind, to step aside in your mind and allow it to come through. So this is a big, interesting thing, because a lot of people get into this channeling idea. Yes, channeling is a wonderful, beautiful thing. And there's so many different things about it that we like to think that we're actually channeling somebody else. I mean, this verse in itself is saying, I step back and let him lead the way. Essentially, it's my illusions, step back my illusions, and allow my truth to be, and to actually come and be present and to express itself. So with that recognition, we like to think that it's something separate from us, right? Something outside of us. And it's the same thing with channeling. If I'm channeling some specific entity, anybody, say even Jesus, then I think it's separate from me. And then it's coming into me. And that's the thing, is that the possession is the illusion of separation. So it's not actually coming from another source. It's that you recognize who you are as one whole source. You recognize who you are as everybody, everything that's ever existed. That's what you are. So the actual release, the stepping aside, is of the illusion that you're separate and personal identity, that I'm Devin. That's what Devin is what is possessing God right now. I am the demon. I am the possessor. I am the fallen one. I am the devil incarnate, okay? So you can say the same about you. It's not just me. It's not special to me. It's not that I'm special. Oh, this guy, oh crap, here's my excuse to run away. Oh, got to get out of here. No, you are the devil. That you are in fact Lucifer, the fallen star. So when I know that, what? It's a long story of an alternate dimension of reality that gets into this whole another landscape. You are fallen from heaven into a world of separation, an illusionary world where you want to be something that is not true about you. You literally have to force yourself to deny the entirety of who you actually are. That's the choice of free will. It's like the only reason you have free will, and the only thing you can choose with free will, is to believe, emphasis on believe, that you have another will but God's. That's the only thing of free will you can choose. You think you can choose, left or right, or chocolate or vanilla? No, it has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that every choice, every decision, everything you do is the will of God pouring through you constantly, all the time, every single second, every single moment, and yet you have the freedom to believe that it's not. The freedom to believe that you are separate from God, and in fact, it would be it's evil to think you are who you are. It's evil. It's blasphemous to say you are who you actually are. But this is your rules. We made these rules. This is us. Yes, I was a part of this. Okay, we made every last little rule, and pushing ourselves into a little corner, just like a lot of people are doing with society nowadays. We're just making rules after rules after rules because we think everybody else is making these rules, and it's getting scary. It's getting scary out there. We gotta hide ourselves in a little corner. We're gonna die. We gotta put masks on. We gotta this and that. We gotta, and we're killing ourselves. We're literally killing ourselves. Now, of course, that's impossible to an eternal being, but that's what you wanted to be experiencing. Think about it. The only thing you can be believing, like the only thing to an eternal being that you can choose to experience other than eternal is that you're going to live and die. You can't live and die in eternity. So if you wanted free will, you have to go into an experience of live and die. You can't live and die. That's the whole point. So, there's a lot there, right? You came into this world essentially. You came into this world to believe that you are something you're not. And you will deny and fight anybody that tells you otherwise. You will fight me. You'll run from me if I tell you that truth. If I tell you, I'm not trying to convince you that I am God. No, I know who I am. I'm trying to convince you who you are. I'm trying to convince you that you are indeed God. It's a lot of stuff to pick up, isn't it? We gotta get past your illusion of yourself. It seems so real. I mean, I gotta go to work. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta my wife, my husband, the feeding and the eating and the pooping and sounds like a newborn's around again. A newborn little. But that's what's so great about it. And there's no way in this is wrong. There's no way in this needs condemning or anything like that. That this is perfectly, absolutely wonderful. This is essentially what the truth is that you can do whatever you want because of who you are. It's okay to be in a world of illusion. Perfectly acceptable. You're going to do this one and millions and trillions of others, even as you have already done. They all have different constructs, different laws, different rules. Okay? So don't be frustrated and confused by this one. It's perfectly acceptable. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel shame. Be like, oh crap, I have to get out because this is wrong. No, illusion is not wrong. It's quite literally nothing.